create those things, because, I mean, that's what a problem is. He's going to do a doggone good job because he's Lord of this earth and Lord of this earth too. So he's going to verify all of those doubts and insecurities and fears and contemptuous feelings that you have if the problem involves somebody that you think has done you wrong. He is going to make certain that your feelings about it, be they as ambiguous as they can be, that they are verified and substantiated by saying, yes, it is a problem, it is bad, you should worry about it, and you should get that person back if it involves that. Okay. The problem with that, the problem is not bad. The problem is there to elevate you. The problem is there to set you free and to give you clarity, not to cause you to have more confusion. Now let us go into the Magician book for a moment. Which one? Mine? Yeah. We'll go in mine, Mitzi, because I said magician right there, because it was 27. So I'm going to come over here to mine, and let's talk about the magician and his role in your life. Let's do that. The magician himself. Let's see what it's about. No! That couldn't be the first sentence, Paula. Good gracious. We're talking about problems. We're not talking about something that can be a benefit. Okay, problems, 42. What you going to do with 42? The magician is at the heart of problems. It says, so thou hast arrived at a peak. Right here. A peak. So that problem has you situated on a peak. Okay? So you're not buried under it. You are at a place where you can see. I can see clearly now, as the song goes. With problems brings joy unspeakable and glory fulfilled. What? Paula, that has to be wrong. Those words cannot be written there. Well, let us continue to see. Be not so boastful, lest ye fall. Now, if you're at the top, there's only one way to go. Okay? And when you think that you have this insurmountable problem, and with the devil feeding you in your ear that it is such a bad thing, you're going to, more than likely, plummet. And all the way down, blaming whoever you can, and griping and moaning and all the rest of it. But let us see what the magician says about this. Be not so boastful, lest ye fall. For that which thou art experiencing at the moment is precisely that. For the moment. Whew. When will you ever know what you're going to do with 42? What you're going to do with 42? You're going to join the moment. That's what you're going to do. Okay? Let's see. 4, 6, 4, 5, 5, 2. So, there's your relationship with the moment. You know, with the moment. inasmuch as I am capable of understanding and relaying. I am standing here before a board with glasses in my hand, the Sharpie in the other hand. There's roses here. We're in a studio, and I am talking before a camera. And this is the moment that is occurring. It appears. This is the moment you are experiencing with me. But it is not all that is happening. What you are seeing and what I'm seeing is but a flicker of what is actually taking place. And yet in that flicker, we choose to take, I can't even make it small enough, some kind of little teeny old problem out of that flicker and act like this is paramount. We act like that it matters. We act like that it determines something of value. That's the only reason we're concerned about it, because we're only concerned about ourselves. We are only concerned about ourselves. So we want to get the most, the best, the fastest, all of that. So when we have these problems and we want them resolved, it comes back to us. And we absolutely focus on that, and like I said, exaggerate that as if it's going to stay here. Now, whatever I said a few moments ago about standing here, being in front of this board, being on television and in this room, if I tried and if I could remember to put my hands the exact same way that I held them and repeat the words that I said, it is not the same moment. That moment has gone, and it will not be back. It will not be back. Okay, so we're going to join the moment. Let's see. So, showing up for your life, being in it. Stop letting your eyes betray you and thinking that everything that you're seeing and saying and hearing and feeling and touching and experiencing is all that there is, because it is not. Okay, 8:13:15. Woo! And who do you think is driving this moment? The same one that is driving that problem. So, you can either say that the problem driven by the devil himself can either elevate you or debase you. And because it is you that we're talking about, and you are so exaggerated in your own mind, you're going to go with this one because you are afraid you're going to lose out. If I don't hear everything's being said, if I'm not there, if I don't know, I've got to see, I've got to say, I've got to copy, I've got to do like everybody else. That's called the devil, and that really is a problem. And he accentuates that. Okay, there's a relationship. So the real relationship in the moment that you're having is with the devil. You're having a relationship with the devil in the moment when you concentrate on problems as if they are bad. Now, did you understand what I said? You are having a relationship, which is inside your mind, with the devil, the lowest part of yourself, that is driving you through the problem so that you can have clarity and freedom and liberation and joy and happiness. But you won't do that. You're going to see the problem as bad. All the time, here's that 11, that 15. It's made up of 26. And what have I told? 26 reduced down. Okay. 26. All right? This is conflict. This, of course, is a union. So it's a union in conflict. Or it can be a peaceful resolve with your soul. Okay? And beauty and love. Now, these are the two things that you can have with this 26. You can't have anything else. There's nothing else to be had. These are the two things you can have. That 26 is an 8. I've told you this on other shows. I'm going to tell you again. There are 3 problems that exist in this world. Sex, death, and money. No one even touches this. We live as if we're not going to die, and death is not a problem at all. Money is not a problem at all. Sex is certainly not a problem at all. But on the human level, with this devil of the flesh, if you will, flesh, meaning desire, it becomes a problem. Because we think we're not going to have enough sex, we're not going to have the best sex, we're going to be denied the sex, somebody else is going to get the sex we're supposed to have. Like I said, with death, we don't even get in that realm, because even though we know beyond a shot of a doubt we're going to die, we live as if we're not going to, or like it's going to come somebody. But we worry about other people dying, how it affects us. It always comes back to us. And then this money, as I said, it's not a problem either. But people think they don't have enough money, and if they got so much money, they got to worry about keeping it and somebody not stealing it. So, what were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the magician that's in you. Okay. No true joy that another brings can ever last, but for the moment. Well, Paul, ain't that a problem? It ain't a problem for me. Why is it a problem for you? Because your greedy nature thought that you needed more than what it was that you got delivered to you in the moment. See, you wanted more. That was the problem. You were not satisfied. You are the problem. The problem is not existing outside of it. It's you, your nature, your grievous, greedy nature. True joy is never manifested from excitement, nor from relationship, nor from a sense of heightened emotion. All these things are for the moment, causing the body to swing far to the left. But in so speaking, since it swings far to the left, did I put that paper back up about the wind? I think I did. You know, it went southward and then it turned and went northward and then it circled back. I love it, how it, that was on another show. Where it swings far to the left, but in so speaking, what swings to the left must also come to the right. Now, what does that mean, Paula? All right, let's say you meet this guy and you are just head over heels in love. I mean, you're so in love, you don't even know what to say. Woo, you're so in love, 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 love. So excited, so. Okay, now this is a state of heightened excitement. And let's say, we'll say that we could have swung to the left or we could have swung to the right, whichever way you want to go. Let's say we swung to the right when this was happening right here. Okay, and this is for the moment. The moment. This cannot last. So what if, that's right. So what's this got to do? That should have been over there. It's got to swing over here to the left. This is not left. Y'all understand I'm doing it backwards. All right. And from the left, what do you got to have? Depression. Because you'll start worrying. How long is this going to last? Is this going to really stay? Is he the one? Will he cheat on me? So despair and worry. Okay. Jealousy. Some envy in there, some possessions in there, because you want to possess him or her. Okay? So this is for the moment. 2. Both of these. But what happens is, because you are filled with all kinds of tribulations and anxious mind and creating the worst scenario that can happen, you're going to try to extend this moment further. Well, when you try to extend that happy moment too, you're still going to get the same thing. But anyway, let's go back to this. All right. But in so speaking, what swings to the left must also come back to the right. On the opposite side of these feelings that one so quickly labels as happiness, contentment, peace, joy unspeakable and full of glory, there is also attached misery, sorrow, depression, heartache, loneliness, and despair. Now, Paula, why do you say those things? Why do you say something that sounds so arbitrarily depressing? It's not arbitrarily depressing if you move past both of them and understand and be in the moment for the moment that it is happening, and not leave that moment and want to go back and recapture that moment. You understand? When we can be in the moment for whatever it delivers to us without a reaction as to it's going to add something to me and it means so much to me and this is what constitutes my being, then you are able, when the next moment comes, or maybe it's 3 months from now, that moment comes, you will not be caught in that pit of despair saying, oh no, it's all gone. That which was sustaining me is not here. That's not true. The only thing is, what happened was when you were in that heightened excitement, you truly believed that something from the outside was adding to your happiness. That's not true. Whatever you were experiencing on the inside, you're going to carry that to that moment of depression when you're not so sure of those times. You have not moved. You have not. The same you that was in there, that went to there, is still here. Nothing has changed. Nothing whatsoever has changed. Okay. We tell you truly that when one pulls this particular card, and it was a magician, and that's